It is go time. My name is Todd Grisham, and watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Up first is Sweet. Vasily Lomachenko. Lightweight division. Of course, he's a former world champion in 3 different weight classes. Weighing in at 130 pounds. 5'6" tall with a reach of 65.4 inches.
An amazing reach advantage that fighters do not expect to see in this kind of fighter. The jab is unassumingly long and sharp and fast.
First up, Sweet from the United States of America. Vasily the Matrix Lomachenko, Ukraine's finest. He's a former world champion in multiple weight classes.
No bad blood.
And now it's time for the official introductions, and for that, we go to the Hall of Famer, Jimmy Lennon Jr. Time for this fight. It's here, and the fighters are good to go.
So, all the talking's done. Now, let's get down to action.
What a great venue, and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. Here we go, round 1. Who's going to land the first big shot? He's going to drop his arms down here. Not sure that's the wisest decision. No rest for the weary. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching every move.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
He misses with that jab. Jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. A round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Listen, switch off. What's he doing? Switch off. He's ready.
Their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Perfect counter lands. Johnny, a lot of fighters focus on their defense with their hands up. This fighter focuses on their defense with their footwork, moving on those angles, staying out of danger.
Oh, this is what it's all about. Hit and don't get hit. Jab, move, pop, slip. Use your footwork. Drive your opponent crazy.
Off the charts action from both of these fighters. He scores with the counter. Punches have to hurt. He's willing to go where the other fighter won't. Well, he's going to shake off the cobwebs and bounce around the ring a little bit here. Now let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, there is no doubt about who won that round.
I see where they don't get complacent. You think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Get it started in round 3. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
It's obvious who the bigger, stronger fighter is. Let's see if they use it to their advantage.
Very smart, very sharp. This is the fit young man style that he's got to get inside that long reach. Not many fights can do that.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Perfect counter shot. These two fighters are made for one another. Left hook doesn't find its target. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful though.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than nothing.
Divisions is always so impressive, but if you can sneak in a power shot every once in a while and sit down on a punch, that's where you separate yourself. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as a fighter. And
Here's the bell for round 4. Got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
With the jab. no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
So close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Good one. Both men step back for just a moment. Here's a scoring blow. Sometimes there's no doubt who won that one.
Dominance, without a doubt, make it look so easy.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Beautiful counter punch. Nice counter shot. Corner's got the towel. Are they going to throw it in? Looks like trouble was averted.
Sleeping on the drop. What you do, you step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is not your place to play this game.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? That hook that missed. Quick punch scores. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. So far, but how does this match get turned around?
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because...
Let's start the 6th. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
It's all offense all the time. How about that time counter shot? Done with that counter shot. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Perfectly matched. skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Counter shot lands. Hey, those punches add up. Punch, counter punch. Two lightweights are showing you why they are the best of the best. Catch and shoot. I know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as a fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather. Right back into the action. Here comes round 7. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations and they throw them non-stop.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in there.
Exchange here from both men. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
It seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there, they want you to stand there, take a photograph, and have a terror. That's what they do in the gym. Every single day they win. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate as they set their trap. Get out of the way. And they get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
The referee calling for seconds out as we get set to jump back in the action. like to see more jabs. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice counter. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than nothing.
Have to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Couldn't land that jab. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. Counter punch got him clean. He threw a punch and just got countered. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place. Did you see that? Uh-oh, Lomachenko just got rocked. Down goes Lomachenko. That knockdown is going to be, we just saw.
You're being put down, you've got to think right, survive and then give it back the next round.
See how much fatigue we see here in round 9. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with it.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Shot. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
Power, that power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Nice counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Punches. A jab not finding its target. Counter punch. Counter punching. Ladies and gentlemen, a knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
What a build-up.